try some stretcher. All right. Okay. Red, yellow stretcher control. So this deck gets its name from the card The Stretcher. This is an artifact with 9 durability. So whenever an opponent draws a card or discards a card, they take 1 damage. We pair this with Dragon's Teeth here, which says each player draws an extra card on the start of their turn. And then we have a variety of different cards that control the board, whether it's banishing all minions or dealing damage to things, ignitions and extract life to deal with our opponent's early threats. And then we've got Misanthropia here as another sweeper. Sapo and Harvester is good quality top-end threats. So let's go ahead and dive on into a match with this one and see how it goes. Yeah, very similar to an Owling Mine style deck, if you're familiar with that strategy from Modern and Magic. Our power is divination. I don't know if that's very good. We might swap that power out at some point. So one thing that's a little awkward here is you'll note I have a yellow 1-drop and a red 2-drop here. So if I play this on 1, I can't play this on 2, but I think that's fine. I think I want to play my Maze on 1. Maze is a yellow staple. It's a common that is an 0/3 that gains 1 defense every turn. And it can lose 3 of its health to draw a card. So generally this draws at least 1 card, and sometimes if it hangs out, it can draw 2. Yeah, I can Dragon's Teeth on 2, that is true. Which we'll probably end up doing if they don't give us something we feel the need to ignition. 1/4 with agile. So agile means it can attack past blockers. Means the opposing 3 lanes have agile suppressed. It's a creepy card. And burn extract life and play Dragon Teeth here. Oh, right. Our path in this one says whenever you create an artifact, you get 1 energy and a forgeling with mana cost and strength equal to your amount of energy. Whenever you create a forgeling with the top 4 cards to your deck, you may choose an artifact from among them and place it on top. And my pursuit is my first forgeling is free. So let's play my first forgeling out here for free. This lets me look at the top 4 and put the stretcher on top. I didn't realize this impulse for us too. That's sick. Sick engine building card. Helps you tie everything up together. Occupying minion has breach, gain 2 temporary mana. That's super good.
I'll miss you.
All right, well, I think I'm gonna burn. Serpent Den doesn't seem very useful. I think I'm gonna slide this down and play Libre here to stun this one. Just so it doesn't poke me this turn, and then we can attack it next turn. Next turn I can go attack for 1, attack for 3. Yeah, it's looking like this banish all minions with 4 health or more is gonna have a lot of reasonable things to do. Opponent looking to be mono purple so far. This night market looking super powerful. There's another thing that dies to my sweepers. That's nice. That makes that bigger. Rough. Okay, so I think I'm burning extract life again here. I'm gonna burn firesong prodigy. I've got 2 of those. So I can ignite this and then crack it for 3 with this to kill it. And then Vicious Cycle can kill this, which I think is fine. And I can cash this in to draw a card. And then next turn, I can use the gigantomachia here to destroy this and any other big things they play out, or we might just misanthropia. There's not, unfortunately, a way to look at the whole deck, which sucks. Hopefully, I'm hoping they add that at some point. That's definitely my #1 requested feature for their overlay. What does Blight do? Blight gives minions that are blighted a penalty at the start of every turn until they die. So Blight 3 basically kills everything eventually. We each have to discard a card. Serpent doesn't seem very useful. And that's a 6/5, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and burn this Prodigy and go ahead and do this. Machine gun down your stuff. So I probably want to go Dragon's Teeth plus Stretcher next turn. Want to get Stretcher into place so they start taking damage from all these extra cards we're feeding them. Oh yeah, this deck list is in the deck queue on my website though. I forgot. Keep forgetting that. That's the thing now.
Looking good.
I want to download high-res images from the gallery. No, not at all. I agree. There's a lot of really great images in the gallery. So with meso libre drawn, I'm going to go ahead and just play this here and stun this. I think I'm going to go ahead and trade this off here. Hit their face. And then I'm going to go ahead and burn... I burn Vicious Cycle and keep Misanthropia for now, I think, which may or may not be a mistake. We'll play the Stretcher out here. Oh yeah, my path when we do that gives me a Forgeling. I keep forgetting that. I am playing submissions for Mythgard, and they are priced the same as Magic Arena. $10 for subs for a base submission and $25 if you want a build-around submission. The expectation is I plan to play somewhere between 4 and 6 Mythgard decks per week, depending on the week and what else is going on. How do artifacts work in this game? So artifacts stay static over here, and you'll notice they each have a durability on them. And when my opponent hits my health total directly, the artifact, my last played artifact, also takes that much damage. So they can destroy my artifacts by attacking my life total directly. Or by attacking me directly. I'm going to go ahead and attack this here. And this is a stealth minion, so there's a question mark because I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's a 3/4. So I think I'm actually... I think with this over here... So this is a 3/1. I could ignition this. And then burn a red card and extract life here, which I think is what I want to do. So extract life uses all my remaining resources and deals that much damage to a thing. So my opponent's down to 14 here, and they're taking 2 on the start of their turn. This game is $0 to get into. It has a free-to-play option like everything, and you can actually experience this game without putting any money in using their feature decks. So when you create an account, you get 2 decks out of a pool at random assigned to you that rotate twice per week, that are decks built by the community that you don't have to have any of the cards in them to play them. Yeah, at this point, all I have to do is stay alive, and eventually the Stretchers is going to kill them here. We can have 2 dragons. We can have 2 Stretcher at the same time too, right? Because they stack. I'm going to slide this down here. I'm going to burn this. I'm going to play a Forgeling here to block. Oh, this puts another artifact on top of my deck. Yeah, seems great. Stretch them out, baby. So they're going to draw 3 cards at the start of their turn, and they're going to take 2 damage for every card drawn. Give him the chains. This is the best archetype in Mythgard right now. So I know we've lost to this deck a couple of times in the last couple of days, but other people have said this deck's not really that competitive. So I don't really know. Do whips and chains excite you, chat? Am I in the minority here? It's a sweet deck. It's a very unique axis to win the game on. Okay, they just hit us, and then they get to hit us with this. You can see my artifacts taking damage. They're probably going to want to put power. They have this life blade here, so they've made biting blade this. It might have been wrong to not misanthropia last turn. Playing out all my artifacts onto this board could have been a mistake. The blue-red aggro deck runs you down. Yeah, I'd believe that. So when my forgelings die, they heal my artifacts. So next turn, this can trade here and heal this up if they can't deal 7 to me. They might be able to deal 7 to me here, though. I have 2 more forgelings I can play out next turn to get some defense going. I believe the durability is shared. So if they deal 3 more, I lose my stretchers, period. But, like, I'm also drawing a bunch of cards per turn. Are they dead? They're taking 6 next turn, right? So this does 2, and then they die? It's not shared. Oh, that's interesting. So they should die here. Give them the old whips and chains. Sha. Get him. Win matches burning red cards. Almost on that one. Yay, money. And you can see here, like, actually, you can't see because my event list is over it, but, like, I've got, like, 8,000 gold sitting here just from, like, completing quests and stuff, and packs are 1,200 gold, so, like, got, like, half a dozen packs waiting to be opened when I need them. Oh, I should switch my faction mission. Good call. Gain 13 on life tap. Neither of these really happen here. Do I have life tap minions in this deck? I don't really have yellow minions. I guess I have some yellow minions in this deck. This deck's more similar to Owling Mine than 8-Rack. This deck's not making people discard things. It's dealing damage to them, mostly for making them draw cards. I firmly sub here for the magic content, but seeing card draw and chains kill your opponent was very cool. We'll continue watching. Thanks, Scott Pete. It's good to have you here. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. We've got Teeth into Stretcher here, which is not bad. Definitely going to burn Extract Life early. It takes triple red, and generally want to play that later when it makes a lot. I'm going to wait to play this freebie out. I don't think I just want this to die right away. When this dies, it restores 3 durability to all my artifacts, so I want to let them take a hit here first. My boss bought me mead for all my hard work. Exciting. Alright, I'm going to burn a magmataur and play the stretcher out here, which is great. Go. Yeah, I got a great setup here. Yeah, when we played yellow-green, we got beat up by a stretcher deck. Decks that aren't aggressive, this feels like a good control counter. Yeah, cycling Wonder Drug's a good identifier on my opponent's part. They're like recognizing the fact that like my deck's not aggressive and they're not going to get value out of that card. Alright, so I'm going to burn this. I think I'm just putting another stretcher on them and then playing... Oh, that restores the durability on it, right? So I don't even need to play this yet. Maximum hand size is 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I have to discard here. I think I have to discard, right? Do you discard down to 9 at end of turn, or is it 10? Oh, I didn't burn for mana yet. Good call. No, I did burn. You discard a 9. Alright, I'll play this out. Might as well. It triggers this. There's no artifacts to put on top. Sad. So they're taking 2 damage per draw now. Maybe I should have played this out over here, just because they're going to kill it. It's not going to restore anything at this point. I don't even really need to do anything at this point. Like, we're just kind of hanging out, like waiting. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting for him to be stretched. Give him the whips and the chains, chat. That's true. Keeping our health total high so we don't get volitioned is good. Why are we touching with tentacles? We have a card that gives them damage every time we draw a card. I would love a sapo. So there is not a best of 3 option in this game, but in my experience, the bad matchups aren't just you lose matchups. Our draw here was pretty exceptional. We had like both our stretchers to start with the dragon's teeth on too. So we're going to put Libre in here to stun this. This enchantment, should they get to use it, lets them pick spells back up from their discard pile, so stunning the minions so they can't activate that ability sounds appealing. I'm going to burn Poxbringer here, I guess, and then play the ring out to make my guys bigger. Also gives me another Forge Link from my power. Yeah, the fact that there's no resource variance in this game either also decreases the number of non-games. Like, in Magic, I feel like you need to play best of 3 just for the sake of, like, getting 1 good game out of 3 sometimes. Oh, yeah, Firesong. Firesong's just a 2-ball, so, like, if they don't... Alright, there's Wonder Drug. And they get to pick Wonder Drug back up here with this. Although Wonder Drug deals them some amount of damage. So like this gain 8 draws 2. But they take 4. Oh, Vicious Cycle deals 2. Ha! Destroy your minion, you draw a card. Have some chains. That's just rude. That's so incredibly rude. It's a divination 2 here. I would love a vicious cycle. I miss lethal with firesong. No, they're only drawing 2 cards here. They're only taking 4. They drew 3 last turn because of their path. We're gonna get 1 turn killed. I think we're about to get OTK'd. If they have another volition, we're gonna get OTK'd. No, we actually, God bless America. Because this gets bigger when they play spells. Yeah. That's one of the cards in this game that I'm not. Let me pull up, so it's worth noting, if I would have ignitioned them, they wouldn't have had the 2 life to do that. Yeah, it's funny, I actually posted in their Discord last night, this card was kind of tilting, and the dev said it was one of the cards on their radar. So this card gives a minion a standard action, and in this game, and I think this is kind of weird, maybe this is the way they could rebalance it, giving a minion a standard action that just got summoned basically gives it haste. So they played a 6/6 that gets bigger every time they play a spell, and then they double volitioned it and played another spell. Yeah, they could make it cost more gems or something too. But just like, they basically played their guy, gave it attack twice, and then ran us down from 24 right away there. Which, to be fair, was their only way to win, because we like had them on the stretcher ASAP, and our deck was also giving them a bunch of cards to draw, so they're pretty likely to find those cards to assemble the combo. But that's what someone had asked earlier, are there combo decks in that game? That deck is the combo deck, the Volition deck. Yeah, I could have also cleared the guy. I had things to play around. I had things I could have done to play around getting combo killed that turn. There were several things I could have done to not get comboed there. The Canines deck is rough. I feel like that deck needs like 1 or 2 more good cheap creatures to really be competitive.
Reporting.
Start by burning my 7-drop and play a maze. Let's give this -3 toughness and draw a card. Hey, that's a good one. So that's our artifact here. Dragon's Teeth, we both start drawing extra cards. Serpent's Dens are actually super useful at this point, so I'm going to burn a Wonder Drug, because hopefully we're not going to have to use that. I'm going to go ahead and throw Serpent Den over here. This comes into play, it makes a snake, and then every turn it makes another snake. Then I'm going to go ahead and throw this Forgeling here in front of the 2/1. It's gonna throw a Stretcher on top of my deck, which is great. Although I guess I don't have a red source currently. Currently missing 2nd red. Howdy, Fisherman. Yeah, this game's been great. We've got probably another hour and a half or so. We're gonna play this deck for another 45 minutes or so, and then I think I'm gonna wrap up playing the 3-color control like I've been working on. I think the higher cost on Resupply Caravan makes it more than reasonable. It's hard to Resupply Caravan doesn't 20 you out of nowhere. Like, losing the game from like 20 plus life, like from them having an empty board, is just a huge feel bad. Even when you have things to play around it, like that type of experience is the type of things that causes players to stop playing card games. Like, it feels bad enough that like that's something that's going to turn players off. Yeah, Volition, especially in conjunction with the card that makes all of your stuff cheaper, I think it's probably borderline too good. Alright, so I'm going to burn Vicious. Actually, I really can't play this maze out anywhere, right? Because they have all these lines covered. Maybe I'll play maze next turn. I might play maze plus ring next turn. I think I'm going to play Serpent Den out over here. And just end. I don't think I want to play maze, because these all have Slayer at the moment. Yeah. Resupply plus Iku is 20 for 10 mana. What does Iku do? I don't know what card you're referring to as Iku. It only gives a single standard action, right? I have no idea, Dirty Digits. I usually don't spend time thinking about things that are never going to happen. No, you're wrong. It's only 10, right? Yeah, because that one doesn't have haste or whatever. So, the way artifact damage works, they always deal damage to your most recently played artifact first. So when I play this ring out, it'll basically protect my Dragon's Teeth because the ring is my most recently played artifact now, which is great. Another Serpent's Den's actually pretty good here too. I think I'm gonna go ahead and burn this Poxbringer. The second ring might actually be something I'm interested in playing. I'm gonna deploy this maze in the middle here at this point, I think. It's a 1/4 from this. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of got to keep it alive at this point, drawing. Like, I don't have a stretcher. Like, I don't have a resource for this stretcher in sight. And like, I want to use my resources this turn. Making these snakes better makes their attacks worse. Yeah, this is like the closest to Mana Scourge you can get. You're a little bit off your thresholds with the wrong mix of stuff. And in reality, I still have plenty of things to play, right? Like I have 5 forecastable cards in my hand. I want to play this specific card, but I can't quite play it yet on curve. So I kick my headphone cord. That's one that's going to have to go. Lavish Proxy. It's 4/9 that regens, that eventually. Alright, let's spend the Extract Life. So I can put the Stretcher out now. So I think I just Stretcher plus Vicious Cycle here at this point. I guess I could just stun this for now. And not play the Vicious Cycle yet. Yeah, I'm just going to stun this. Because I think my opponent might commit more to the board. And if they commit more to the board, I can Misanthropia here. To Heaven and Back. When an occupying non-angel minion dies, return it to its owner's hand. It gets +1/+1 agile and has its mana cost reduced. That's gross. Yeah, to heaven and Back is super powerful. I think I'm going to go ahead and cash this in. I guess I could play another ring and then cash this in without losing it, which is nice. I can burn this, and like getting another Serpent's Den going here is like pretty good. Makes a 3/3 every turn. So they are drawing 2 cards a turn currently. Every time they draw, they take 1. I kind of want to hold on to the vicious cycle to finish this off when we're ready to kill them. Is there any way for them to remove serpent ends? Yeah, I think every color has a way to interact with enchantments. There's a stag. Overrun. You cannot take more than 3 each combat. I'm probably just going to misanthropia this turn. Because getting rid of stag plus lavish proxy is appealing, even if the proxy is going to come back. And they deployed another unit out here. That's a demon. So the proxy's gonna die next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and burn this. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this down over here so that way this doesn't hit my face. Alright. Nope. Nothing up there to find. Alright, this list may looks up for you. You may choose an artifact to place on top of your deck. The rest are shuffled back in. So all of their things get -3/-3 from the Blight. Let's go down Waterfalls. This is a game called Mythgard. Been playing a bit of it off stream on my mobile, and the developers reached out to me to do some sponsored segments because they're great. It's got really good, incredibly interactive gameplay to it. Oh, right, all of these things are much bigger. This is a 4/4, but I've got double ollama ring here. This is actually a 6/6. This is actually a 4/4. Hex take 2. It's actually, you know, prior to this game, Hex probably held a special place in my heart as like one of the best game designs I've ever played with. I think this definitely takes the cake on that. Like, their positional combat and resource system are quite close to a perfect mix of all the other different systems that I've ever used or experienced. Eliminating resource variance while still keeping the deck building depth of having different colors. And then the combat being interactive like Hearthstone's, but not being super linear where you can always attack the face is great. If I want the best of everything, how much would I have to spend? You could probably build the mono red deck that I've been enjoying as one of the better decks for like $30 or so. And you could budget it and budget some of the mythics to play for less than that. Yeah, Hex is long gone. And like I said, even if Hex wasn't gone, I kind of like the designs in this game better than Hex overall. Removing resource variance is great. Yeah, I'm going to play Magmataur over here, which deals 3 to here, so this is blighted, so this will die next turn. And then I guess I'm just going to play Firesong Prodigy here in the middle. I don't really care if my artifacts take a little bit of damage this turn, I don't think. I'm going to burn off Harvester and then use my power to Divination. I don't really need Ichor Feast at this point. I guess I'll take Shopworn Bowl because it blocks. At this point, we're just like in stay alive mode while the Stretcher kills them. Maybe I should have put 2 blockers in the middle. We could get punished here. When you wish you could Ichor Feast your opponent, right? Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I feel like we're doing okay here. I could maybe play loose and get punished, but I think we're gonna be all right.
Reporting.
My codes for Mythgard are no longer valid, but I do in the most recent patch, they rolled out a bunch of new free-to-play rewards. So if you play through the faction missions, you'll get a similar amount to what the code I had was giving out. Am I misanthropiaing here? I can't decide. I feel like I am. I feel like I am. I think I'm gonna play this in the middle and just start punching their face here a little bit. Because like they're down 2. They're down to 15. I'm not gonna attack this in because this is gonna die to the blight next turn anyways. Oh. Oh, I could have killed it and then so the necromantic, when it dies, it's gonna give them something back to their hand. Or back to play, but that's fine. This lets them draw cards, please. Stretch right on out. Opponent's down to 11 here, so like, one good hit from like the 6/6 probably means they die. Oh no. That's a Get an Angel. So Get an Angel here destroys everything in play, but even that's not that big of a deal, right? Because like these serpent dens are just gonna like creepy crawly right back on out here. When they get an Angel you and it's not really that big of a deal. And all of my, these are normally 1/1 snakes, but the Ola rings hanging out here making them bigger. I think I'm just gonna vicious cycle this. Just kill it, you take 1, enjoy. I want to hold on to a vicious cycle to kill their lavish proxy later, because otherwise this can protect them. But yeah, my board fills back up again so quickly. It's just like really not a big deal. I would love to put another Dragon's Teeth on top of my deck. Get this moving here. What's with all these mother-loving snakes on these mother-loving lanes? Could have used the bull. I could have used the bull. I did miss using him. One of my requests for this game is I wish there was a visual indicator similar to how Hearthstone has that says, hey, you can't do anything anymore, like you've taken all your possible game actions. They definitely miss things thinking I'm just like waiting for me to pass. Should break out the owl costume for this one. I don't know about that. That's pretty terrifying. That's a 10/10. I guess that's not that big of a deal, actually. God, this deck is so silly. Like, we're just gonna be like, hit you for 3, hit you for 10, play the poxbringer, hit you. Yeah, it's a dead. Well, this has defender and a mobile, sure. That complicates things a little bit. Do I just vicious cycle that since I still have so many vicious cycles? I might just vicious cycle that. Are they dead? No, I only have 1 stretcher. Oh, ignition and firesong prodigy. Oh yeah, they are dead, right? And are they not dead because I played that card? They're not dead because I played this, huh? Vicious cycle deals more. So this does 2. And then they take 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, the vicious cycles are lethal. Okay, sweet. So the vicious cycles make them draw, because it kills their creature, then it draws a card as a drawback. And I could kill them with these snakes, but I'd rather kill them with the chains, because whips and chains excite me. It's gotta stretch them out there. You got a red card doing too. You nasty. Listen, we don't kink shame on this channel, okay? You judge me. Can't break these chains of love. If you want this deck list is in the deck queue on the website. Gotta scroll down to the Mythgard section. I think it's listed as red-yellow control in there. Yeah, it's the red-yellow control on line 46 at the moment. It'll also be in the description of the YouTube video later when I upload this to the archive. All right, so what are we doing here? So we've got a stretcher in the opener. We don't have a dragon's tooth yet, which is fine. Probably burning. I was gonna say we're gonna burn the ichor feast to start, but the fact that we drew maze here on one means I definitely want to just get my maze going. Maze again, 0-3, that gains a toughness every turn, and then we can sap 3 of its toughness to draw a card. So it draws 1 to 2 cards per turn usually. 3-2 Lurker Swift. That's not what I've seen a whole lot of. Burn Ichor Feast. Don't have anything to do for 2 because this requires double red gems. So let's just divination here. Look at the top 2. Giga is not useful quite yet. So let's put the poxbringer back on top. Yeah, maze is sweet. Concur. So Lurker means that if I can attack something other than this, I have to attack that first. And Swift means this can move in addition to attacking each turn. Think they should nerf Maze? I think Maze is fine. I think cards like Maze that add incredible amounts of consistency to the game are reasonable. Especially with the lack of a mulligan system, I like cards like that. I don't know. Yeah, I did mention early that divination seemed a little bit medium. It's been okay. I don't really know that any of the other powers would have really been better. Honestly, maybe the what's it called power that just like lets you dome your opponent for some damage might be okay. Yeah, mend could also be okay to like keep my health total high. The devs have said they don't change rarities. I think that's fair. Yeah, someone had mentioned that last night when we were talking about Felician. They said they weren't going to rarity shift cards. I like that this game tells you when your opponent's DC'd. You don't just like to randomly guess when your opponent's connected or not. It's like a mini game inside the game. You don't like playing weird sub games? Oh, that's annoying. So I wanted to kill this, but it has Lurker. Awkward. What if I just poxbringer this? So this can't take more than 2 damage inside of combat, but poxbringer gives it blight. So this deals 1, and this will get blight 2, so it'll die next turn. I think I'm burning firesong prodigy here. Just want to get my second red for the stretcher. So it dies at their upkeep. Untap, beginning of turn, whatever you want to call it. Well, they put it here, Pelly, because they want to protect their cat. I don't know if it's right to be protecting their cat, but... No, I'm off the format, Sharps. After playing more Brawl, I was like, this format is not for me. Was my conclusion. I burn the serpent end here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and drop magmataur here, which deals 3 damage to these lanes. So I crunch those 2. Hey, Carnage, thanks for the very generous tier 2 resub. I appreciate the half a year. Remember to take a peek at the deck queue and let me know if there's anything there you'd like to bump up with that. Tier 2 and tier 3s get to bump something. Yeah, it is weird that our opponent's low on cards. Usually our opponent being low on cards is not something that happens with this deck. I'm just gonna misanthropia here. Killing Zoella and the bull is like pretty big game. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting historic. We're supposed to be getting a historic best of 3 queue in December. So maybe that could be fun. The format doesn't have a lot of support, but at least if there's a queue for it, it's easier to make games happen. I think the singleton nature of Brawl really just made it pretty medium. I think I'm just off of Commander in general. It doesn't seem like a good 1v1 format. So I'm gonna, oh, that's super wrong. Oh, I should have done that backwards because they always attack the most recent path or the most recent artifact, and Stretcher is way more important than Ring. Infinitely more important than Ring. Yikes. None of those are artifacts, said. Okay, so they're taking 2 per card they draw, but they're currently only drawing 1 card per turn. Well, I'm glad we saved Misanthropia. The God's Bane transport here. Adjacent soldier minions have 2 armor. It can create 2 soldier minions every turn. So I guess I'm sliding this over. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna slide this over. I'm gonna place Serpent Den here, and then next turn I can crunch this in and then play this, which is great. It's the one listed as red-yellow control. I didn't call it Stretcher on there. I probably should have. I've been enjoying the format as a whole. Wait, they just misanthropia'd? Weird. Okay. So this is gonna slowly die. I guess it's gonna vomit out some things before it eventually dies. Because I want the forgelings to protect my artifacts. Actually would love an Ichor Feast at this point. And then I'm probably misanthropiaing next turn because I want to clear out these 2/2s, I think. Misanthropia will also cause this to die next turn, which is great. So I'm going to lead on Ichor Feast. See where we go. Oh, this is stunned, so I can't draw a card. That's awkward. Oh, multiple Blight 3s don't stack. You're right. I think you're right, right? They don't stack. Okay, so playing on another Misanthropia is not particularly great here. I think I'm just doing that and passing then. Only the highest number takes effect. Okay. I've been here a while, I guess. No idea what's going on right now. We are currently playing a game called Mythgard, which is a digital card game available on Steam for Windows, Linux, and OS X, as well as on Android and iOS on on mobiles. So this can attack here. Sweet. So there's a dragon's teeth. So I'm going to go ahead and misanthropia, which will give everything blight 3, so everything's going to die. And then we'll dragon's teeth, so that way everybody draws an extra card each turn. I'm going to go ahead and burn an ignition here to gain a resource. So the board's going to clear. They're going to draw 2 cards and take 4 damage, and they're already at 10. So like next turn I can ignition them and then they'll die. Get some chains in here. Their board gets blighted away. Wonder Drug. Rude. So this gains them 8 and draws 2 cards, but they take 4 damage for drawing 2 cards, so they gain 4, draw 2. Notably, this card is more powerful when your life total is lower. Misanthropia is their best play here. Well, that speaks volumes about the quality of their hand. Gonna spread some minions out here so they can't attack me. The change trigger anytime a player plays a card. Or anytime they draw or discard a card, the stretcher triggers. So this is making them draw an additional card each turn, and then this is damaging them when they draw cards. Weren't my snakes already going to die? Maybe? I think you might be right. They were already set to die. Promoted to gold 10. This deck gonna pull us up into Mithril? This deck might pull us up into Mithril. Get back in that queue. The old Underworld Dreams plus Howling Behind trick. Yeah, basically. Give them some gifties and then punish them for taking them. So, Mithril is not their highest ranking. Above Mithril is Champion. Just for reference, party. So, Champion is their top level. Yeah, this deck seems super sweet against control decks. I'm going to burn this. Get a red resource here. This deck is using Fires of Creation as a path, which is a path that pays you off for playing artifacts. It also helps you find more artifacts. So, like, snowballs. It kind of snowballs your artifact card advantage. So, I think I actually want to... I think I want to kill this, because if I kill this with Poxbringer, they can't attack this, and if this gets to a 3rd toughness, they won't be able to, I'll get to draw another card with it. I don't know, the one game we got 1 turn killed in this set, we only got 1 turn killed because I punted. Thanks for the 10 months, Ninja Dave, I appreciate it, welcome back. Alright, that also lets me run back this same play over here. I get to attack this for 2 because it's fragile, and then it dies to blight.
Pay your premiums.
Pay your premiums. Rude. Alright, so this card's like a must kill, basically. It collects energy as minions die, and then it draws them extra cards. And while I don't have a rack in play, I don't really want them accruing extra. I don't have a stretcher in play. I don't want them to accrue extra advantage, so I'm just going to add Magmataur and kill this.
Flame, take you.
Yeah, I'm not... someone asked about the PTQ. I'm not playing in the PTQ because the PTQ is not going to be done for like another 12 hours. And I have to... I'm driving to Madison tonight to play in a 5K tomorrow. Burn Serpent Den for now. Yeah, I'm gonna burn, because the Ola ring can help me find my other artifacts, which is nice. Yeah, Nerd Range changed their event tomorrow to a Pioneer 5K, which is sick. I have someone that's supposed to be handing me a blue-green Eldrazi deck, although they haven't responded to my last 2 DMs last night or this morning, so I hope I have someone giving me a deck. I hope, fingers crossed. I've never had that happen to me where someone like promised me a deck and then it didn't show up, so hopefully this won't be a first. Drain these off, play another one of these guys over here. I'm gonna burn the misanthropia. I want to just keep hitting my resources here. Shoot through NGL 3-1. Now I've been subbed for a whole year with my own money. Thanks for the countless hours of contact. How much to submit a Pioneer builder on? So there's currently a premium on Pioneer decks. I'm only taking new Pioneer decks for $50+ donations or tier 3 subscribers because the deck queue is super backed up. I was doing them for $25, but like $25 donations at the moment are on like a 3-week wait, which is a little bit too long for my liking. Generally prefer deck submissions get played in like sub 3 weeks, sub 2 weeks ideally. I'm gonna burn this. I'm gonna play my Forgeling over here. Put my Dragon Teeth on top, sign me up. What did the sub-survey show? The sub-survey showed that we're still going to be doing mostly Pioneer content, but we're going to be returning to doing some Standard next week. So I think my plan for next week is Pioneer 5 days a week, Modern 1 day a week, Standard 2 days a week, Mythgard 2 days a week. That's my approximate plans. Oh, I could Divination them, I forgot. Can look at the top 3 cards of their deck too. Alright, so I'm going to burn this so I can go Dragon's Teeth and Sapo this turn. When Sapo comes into play, he destroys the thing across from him. Yeah, I also just get to like not worry about my ladder rank next month. So like, I might just like auto concede to food decks. Like just like soft ban food decks on this stream. Neither of those are a stretcher. Okay, looking for a stretcher. Yeah, I agree, Marty. Oh, yeah, the Construct's Impulse. That's a good call. I did forget about that. Thanks for the reminder. Alright, so let's play this here and stun this. Let's play Serpent's Den over here to put an endless flow of blockers in front of their 2 Heaven and back. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in the middle. None of those are my artifacts. So we're looking for a stretcher to kill them. We're feeding them cards, but we're not damaging them currently. You'll probably live on the platform rank floor if you soft ban food. That's fine. I've shared them up on stream a couple of times. I should. I think we're over 1,000 results. I'll tweet the final results and post them in the Discord later today. The snakes had Rush. Yeah, the snakes having Rush sounds too good. That card's playable without them having Rush. What's the deck limit in Mythgard? I think the maximum deck size is like 200 something. It's some unreal large amount.
Looking good.
Where are my stretchers, chat? Where are my stretchers? There it is. There's a stretcher. So I could Wonder Drug and play a stretcher this turn. But I think that's not good because they could kill this and then hit my stretcher directly. So I think I just want a vicious cycle here and then wonder drug just to draw a card. And then I think I'm going to pass the turn. Yeah, they're also, if I don't kill the angel, they'll gain a bunch with biting blade. Yeah, this deck's been a hoot. We've actually won most of our matches we played too, which has been fun. The one match we lost so far was because I messed up. Maybe I should have burned Firesong Prodigy there. I kind of want more red. Wow, way to destroy my den. That's rude. Destroy my enchantment. When you deck in Mythgard, you start taking damage like in Hearthstone. So this card deals damage to my opponent whenever they draw or discard a card. Which they're actually discarding to hand size here, so stretcher next turn gonna be pretty good.
Do we have a mission?
They're almost discarding to hand size. Yeah, discarded one card. Oh, that was the best draw in the deck. So stretcher, misanthropia, attack this. It'll die to the blight next turn. I'm gonna burn this for a red. Let's go ahead and divination here to try and find them their stretcher. Neither of those are a stretcher. I'll take another vicious cycle though. Oh, this got healed by their path. The path heals their minions on one of them. Oh no! Oh no! Are they gonna kill my stretcher? This has 2 attacks. I think my stretcher's dead. Yeah, the hand size limit in this game is 10. So remember, when they deal damage to me, they, yeah, when they deal damage to me, they damage my artifacts. Woof. That's a beating. And this gives their minions an extra action when it comes into play. They got to double dip there. And this thing died so they could destroy my serpent's den too. And they're at 45. We might lose to our own decking here. Because it just took us too long to find our stretchers and then they were able to kill one. That would be unfortunate. Good golly. I think we're dead. Might have a win with snakes plus rings. I guess they are pretty low on resources. The problem is my deck is smaller than theirs too. All right, there's our other thing. So next turn we're drawing the other thing. Yeah, Vicious Cycle is going to deal damage to them, which is good. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to destroy one of our... They're going to destroy the teeth, chat. This isn't supposed to happen. That's not how this works. The story's not supposed to end this way, chat. Oh, this makes them take damage, lose life when they draw a card. This card's real bad against us. It's our own personal little stretcher.
Reporting.
Am I out of sweepers? I have a misanthropia left in my deck. All right, they killed the tooth, chat. That doesn't help. Yikes. All right, so let's put the stretcher out. That gives us a forgeling. Let's meso libre here, because that blocks this. I can ignition this. And I think I just pass and hope for the best here. I don't think I want to vicious cycle this 2-1. I can't move the snake. The snake just came in. They killed my snake last turn. I could div them. I could div me. Yeah, I'm gonna div me. I would love another meso. Oh, you can burn the forgeling. I forgot about that. You can burn forgelings to go above 10 mana. That's weird. I feel like that's not something that should happen.
Do we have a mission?
Yeah, you can burn past 10 but can't have past 10 gems feels weird. Alright, banish all minions with 4 or more. Goodbye. Kill this. Play Serpent's Den, pass. Misanthropia, in. They're at 40, but they're down to 6, the 6 cards in their deck. And like, with these vicious cycles and making them draw extra, the damage stacks up from drawing, killing you very quickly. It does 1, then 2, then 4, then 8, right? It doubles every time. Their colors don't have that much rush in it. So like, with these cycles and our couple of forgelings and like the meso and these extract lights, we might stabilize this here. Because, like, this artifact is going to make us another forgeling to play. Correct, yeah. If I can save these for when they're basically decked, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Uh-oh, this is a way to give pseudo haste. Okay, so this requires triple that. I don't have any enchantment removal, but I don't think it matters. I think I'm just gonna meso here. This is dealing 2 at the end of every turn. I think I just meso here as a blocker. And then extract this for 7. Like, they're through both their caravans at this point, right? So I just, like, don't kill that one. Yeah, if I don't kill this, their deck probably doesn't realistically have any more rush in it. Oh, that's a good one. For us. That's a good one for us.
Hey there.
Whew! Oh, they divination so this wouldn't draw. They divination so this wouldn't draw. That's cheeky. I think we're misanthropiaing next turn now. Which sucks because it kills the resupply caravan, but I think that's the play. I think I like go misanthropia into rotary forgeling. No, I want to save the vicious cycles for when their deck is empty. I don't know, like, what other big monsters do we think they have? I think I'm supposed to just misanthropia here. And, like, deploy blockers. So like I have blockers on every lane at this point. Is this Control Warrior in Hearthstone? Kinda. I mean, like, part of the reason... Oh, that's unfortunate. Part of the reason why this game's taking so long is it took us forever to find a stretcher. And then when we finally found our first stretcher, they killed it right away with a caravan. So, like, generally speaking, they've got 2 cards in their deck. We've got 4. I couldn't move the snake. It just came into play. People keep telling me to move the snake when it's not an option. Stop it. And I assume they want to attack in with this because they don't, wonder what their rank is.
We have a mission.
They're gold 10 as well. Oh, that's a good draw. Forgot we had some of him left.
Flame.
Clear those out. Let's put Maze over here. Let's put Firesong Prodigy here. There's no point in using my power. Attack to put the 2/1 back in their hand. Oh, if I put the 2/1 back in their hand, I could have put this here, and then I would have covered all the lanes still.
Looking good.
Oh, I could have divination to see their final cards. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. I just would get to see what they have. So they're at 30. So the fact that I've held these vicious cycles should mean they're dead next turn. Because they're going to draw 2, take damage from stretcher, take damage from drawing out. Yeah, one of them was a parry at the gates, which they really don't want to play. I think we're good here. I mean, I thought we were going to lose this game too for a hot second there. There's a brief moment where I wasn't sure we were going to pull it out. Just gonna put this here to block. Or they still have to, oh, are we gonna die? Are we dead to decking damage? Was I supposed to extract life? I was probably supposed to extract life and gain some life there. Do we only take 3? It's 1 and then 2, right? Okay, we're good. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think we only take 3. I think we only take 3. Alright, that's 3. Hit you. Hit you. So they're dead though, right? They're dead. I believe they're dead. If they're not dead, I could have done 2 more with Ollama ring, right? I wasn't. Is there a way to see what depletion they're at? I don't think the interface tells me that anywhere, right? Well, I could scroll back and see. They took 8 depletion. They took 4 depletion. Yeah, so they're taking 16. So they're dead. Okay, the first one kills them. 16, then 32, right? Yeah, okay, sick. In the top left-hand corner, a little bit obscured by my overlay, is an in-game event log. You know, that thing Magic Arena desperately needs. We gained a level. Look at all the stuff we completed. Look at all the stuff we completed. I'll take some coins. Oh, I hit an achievement too. Not surprised. Most of these games have been an achievement. Are there more in here that I've not done? Nope. The exclamation point bugged. I'm not sure why there's an exclamation point up there still. Correct. Yeah. It's not like Hearthstone where it goes really slow. It kills you very quickly. It doesn't go away till you close the menu. Weird. Okay. All right. I got like an hour before I need to be done. Rather than do another deck out of the deck queue, we've been winning a lot. So I'm going to play some games with my bad control deck. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad break before we do that, though, because it's been a little bit since I've done that. I need to hit my quota for the day. So I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break and run to the restroom really quick while I do that. When we get back,